important for class 12. You know that while creating the series object or creating the data frame, we are passing the data as a list, dictionary, strings like that. So that all are nothing but Python sequence. So by using sequence, what are the Python sequences? First of all, the Python sequence are string, and you know that Python sequence also data types only. Remember that string, list, list data enclosed in square brackets. Next, tuple, tuple data enclosed in parentheses, and next one dictionary. These are the this four is called as dictionary, means which is enclosed in curly braces. These four are called the sequence in Python. Individually, these all also data types only. Data types in Python only. Remember that. First, let me tell you what is a string. A string is nothing but a group of characters which are enclosed in. A string is nothing but group of characters, group of or sequence of characters which are enclosed in either single quotes or in double quotes. Enclosed in single quotes or double quotes. By default is single quotes, but if you want to, but if it is a single line string, remember this point, very important. Single line string. See, when you can enclose the string, when we can enclose the string in a single line is if the string is a single line string, then only you can enclose that string in a single quotes or by using double quotes. Let me show you. For example, subject equal to Python. Python is a single line, just a word, just one word. If that string is there is no length limitation, I told that. If the string is only occupying one line, that can be enclosed in single quotes. Suppose if you write like this, Python is a, okay, then you started writing like this, Python is a programming language. Like this we written, and if we enclose in single quotes, it will return as an error, because single line string should be always enclosed in a single quotes. Multi-line strings means remember, single line strings means a single quotes or double quotes. Multi-line strings means multi-line strings. If it is a multi-line string, then enclosed in, can anyone guess? Enclosed in single triple quotes, the string you can type whatever you want, and enclose the single triple quotes, or double triple quotes, triple double quotes, triple double quotes, enter that string and enclose in double triple quotes. This is what okay. If it is a string means a group of characters, that is a basic syntax, basic definition. String is a group of characters. If it is a single line string, enclosed in single quotes or in double quotes, or if it is a multi-line string. Single line string means, for example, this is the example. Multi-line string means message equal to. Then you can start typing here. Python is a programming language, and like this you return a two-line string, but which is enclosed in single quotes or double quotes, it will return as an error, because multi-line string means you can use triple single quotes, then you can end with triple single quotes. Then it will treat as a multi-line string. Or same string you can write by using triple double quotes like this, and you can use like this. Both are valid only. Triple single quotes or triple double quotes, and the same single quotes you can use also. Single quotes also we can use. Single quotes or double quotes also we can use to write the multiple lines in a string, but treat as a single line string. How to write that? You can use here, at the end of the line you can use this slash symbol. Okay, then it will treat as a, even though it is a remaining part in a new line, it will treat as a single line string only. This is the variations about strings. And the next thing, and we know that a string means a sequence of characters. That's why it is a Python sequence, not a single character. Sequence of characters. So wait a moment, I will show that. We know that the storage representation of the strings list tuple same. Storage representation is always similar. Wait a moment, I will show that also. See, observe this. So Python follows indexing representation. Strings follows. Strings stores the data. Stores the data in the memory. Data in the memory by using indexing format. Indexing. What is the index? Is the range index. It follows the range index. Range index start equal to 0, stop equal to n, and step equal to 1. You know that, I hope already we discussed it so many times. See, this is common for list, strings, tuple, even series and data frame also. Series, tuple, series, and last but not least, data frame. But the only difference is series and data frames, we can change the range index. We can change the index. There is a choice to the programmer. Whenever you don't want the default index, you can change by using index attribute or index argument. But in a list, strings, tuple, it is not possible to change the range index. You have to follow the default index only. First, let me show you how that index will be created for the strings. For example, we have written a program like this. For example, message equal to welcome to Python. This is the way you create it. So now, if you want to access the entire string, you can write like a print message over. Welcome to Python will be printed. But if you want to access an individual character, or if you want to access subset of characters, then that is the problem. See, this is for observe carefully. This is for accessing means just getting that message. Accessing the entire string. Then if you want to access individual character, then you can go with how to do that. Access individual character, or subset of characters. Then how to access it? This is the question. So how we can access individual characters, and how we can access the subset of characters from the strings, or from the tuples, or from the list. Okay, all are common only, but I will show you first only for strings. What is the message here? We have a message called welcome to Python. Let me show you the memory representation of this welcome to Python. You can observe this. Suppose this is the entire memory, and we know that the memory is segmented as a cells. The memory is segmented as a cells like this. Each cell have some physical address, but we don't know that physical address. But anyhow, the memory representation always inside like this only. This is common. This indexing is common. Remember, guys, for both the strings, list, tuple, for all common only. Observe. Now this entire memory representation name is what? The entire memory name is message, because we are given here message equal to. So that's why the entire memory representation name is message. Observe. The entire memory representation name is message. And now we have two types of indexing are there. What are the two types of indexing is? One is forward indexing. Forward memory representation follows forward indexing. Remember, very important. And forward indexing follows range index function. What is the range index function? Start equal to 0, like that. You know that. Stop equal to n and step equal to 1. This is the formula it will follow to assign the forward index. How it will assign that forward index? First of all, each character will stored in the single cell. So one of the cell, for example, W, and the second cell E, and the third cell L, and the next C, O, M, welcome, and space is there. Space is there means you leave to one space, one character, one cell, welcome, two, okay, and so again two after space is there, P, and you can extend your memory if you want, okay. So next we have, you can see P, Y, T, H, O, and the last is N. This is the memory representation. Like this, the memory will be created. But remember, guys, the entire memory name is what? The entire memory name is, we know that the entire memory name is message. This entire block message. That's why whenever we are writing a print of message, we are getting the total data. But individual, Python is a string is a sequence. Sequence means more than one value. If you want to retrieve a specific value, then how it will be created. For that we have forward index. We know very well that, I think the forward index, I told the range equal to start equal to 0, start equal to 0, stop equal to n. 1, 2. If there are n number of elements, then you will get a n minus 1, 4, 5, 6, even though space is there, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 16. This is what forward index. Total number of, what is the length of the string? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 is the length of the string. So, but start index is 0, so that you will get, if there are n number of characters or if there are n number of elements, then we will get n minus 1 as a data, n minus 1 as the last element. This is what forward index. Now you can see, if you print a message, message means the entire memory. So the output is as it is, whatever you have, whatever the output is given, that one, like welcome to Python. This is the output you will get. The same pattern, if you give print of message of 2, then what is the output? Message of 2 means what? Observe carefully. Message of 2 means, this is the message, and the message of 2 means from here, this is the location. And in this location, what is the element available? L is the element available. So that we will get output for message of 2 is a L. We will get output as a message of 2 equal to L. So this is the output. Output we will get as L. Because in the message of 2 location, index 2, there is a value called L. This is the way of accessing individual character. And then how to access subset of characters? For that we have slicing functions, slicing operations we can use, slicing operations. And forward indexing is not over. Okay, we have another indexing is there for list, tuple, strings, everything is a backward index, backward index. Remember, backward index. What is the backward index? The backward index always starts from -1 onwards. The backward index always starts from -1 onwards, so that the first one will become the maximum element, -17. Actually, you should write from this side onwards, no problem. You can write from this side onwards. Backward indexing na -1, -2, okay, and so on, and so on, and so on, -17. Like this, backward indexing is there. Okay, in forward indexing, message of 0 is W, message of 1 is V, message of 2 is L, message of 3 C, and so on, message of 16 is N. Similarly, message of -1 for backward index, you can see message of -1 equal to, what is the value? N. We will get output as N. And similarly, message of -2 equal to, what is the output? O. O is the output, and so on. Message of -17 equal to, message of -17 equal to, we will get output as W. Okay, like this, you can get the output as forward index as well as backward index. So you can get the output as forward index as well as backward indexing. This is what about the way of getting the values by using indexing. Let me, you know that slicing means what? The slicing is nothing but getting subset of elements. For that we are using, however, range function only. Range of start equal to start colon stop colon step. For example, message of colon colon. For you, this question is given for you -1. Colon colon -1 means step size is always even you remember, step size should not be 0 actually. Step size, sometimes they will give right like this. This is error, because step size either positive values or minus values. If it is a positive values like 1 or any other, step size will be taken place. If step size is a minus means what happened? You should my step of my message colon colon -1 means you should start from the reverse onwards, -1 to all the characters. It means that the reverse of the given string you will get. The reverse of the given string you can get as a output. If you have any doubt, I will show you once that. You just wait a moment. So observe this. Import pandas as pd, import numpy. So numpy not required, actually we are not using. Now observe, I am creating one string message equal to welcome to Python. Then you can write print of message. This is what accessing the entire message. Welcome to Python. Now let me show you print of message of 2. So message of 2 means 0, 1, 2. What is the difference between MySQL and Python is, in Python string count always starts from 0 onwards, whereas in MySQL string count is always starts from 1 onwards. Make sure that. Okay, now to observe, the output is L, 0, 1. Message of 0 W, message of E is 1, message of 2 is L. Like this we can get. Now subset means even you can use the backward index also. Suppose if you give -5, whatever the value is associated to the -5. -5 means what? -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Why is the output? Like this you can get the individual characters as the output by using the index like forward as well as backward. And similarly you can see slicing. So print of message of 1 colon 10. You guys observe what is the output you will get. 1 to 10. 1 to 10 means 1 to 9 only you will get. What is the first character? 1 means E. ELCOME. See, 6 characters, 7, 8, 9. So you will get Lcom space 2 is the output you will get. Observe. Like this, we can get a slicing. 1 to 9 only you will get. Now observe message of 1, start 1, start 1, stop 10. 10 means you will get up to 9, colon, step is 2. So 1, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 2, 9. 1 to 9, 1, 3, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. These are the characters you will get as a output. Observe this. Like this, we can get the positive index. And sometimes they won't give you the forward index. 1 is not given. Then what happens? It starts from 0 onwards. So 0, 2, 4, 6 like that you will get as a output. Sometimes even they won't give a end index also. Now start 0, from stop all 0 to all the characters. Welcome to Python. But 0 after step size is 2. 2 after step size is 4. Like that step size will be taken. So this is the output. This is what all about forward index. Forward index. Similarly, we can use a backward index. You can see -1. The reverse of the given string will be printed. Reverse of the given string will be printed. Like this, we can perform the operations by using indexing. This is for list common, tuple also same only. Okay, this is the way of creating the strings and accessing the strings by using indexing. And the next one, remember the important concept, list. Okay, so a list is a, remember carefully, from list also they are asking questions, be careful. In your pre-boards also already asked. A list is a unordered, comma separated data. The list is an unordered, comma separated data, and the list allows remember, heterogeneous data items. You know that it, I hope. Heterogeneous means different data types, different types of data, different types. Okay, different types of data items, data elements or items, whatever. Next, data enclosed in what brackets? Square brackets. Okay, data enclosed in square brackets. The list data always enclosed in square brackets. This is the way of this is what the basic list. And one more important point. List is a mutable object. Mutable object. With respect to, be careful. With respect to size and values. Why I am mentioning, you will know later. Okay, for list you can add by using append method. You add a new, after creating the list, if you want you can change the data. If you want you can delete the data. If you want you can modify the data. Anything you can perform, because the list is a mutable with respect to size as well as values. Okay, so how to create the list is list name equal to enclose the data. Okay, so now observe, for example, L equal to list name. Wherever you are writing name, you should follow the identifier rules as per the yesterday's class. List name L equal to, or L1 you can give your list name, anything that is your wish. L1 equal to 10, 20, 30, 40. This is a homogeneous list. List allows heterogeneous, means it allows homogeneous also, no problem. Or L2 equal to, you guys can observe 10, okay, 10.5 comma RAM. Now what happened? Now it is what? Heterogeneous list. Okay, so the next one, the most important questions they are asking from the list is, sometimes they will ask, if you write L1 plus 2, What happened? What happened if you write L1, if you try to perform L1 plus 2? First you make sure that L1 is what? L1 is what? L1 is a list. L1 is a list. List is a data type. List data type. Remember, list data type. And 2 is what? 2 is a integer. Integer. Then how they both can perform operation? If you try to give list plus 2, we will get an error because value or type error you will get like list cannot perform operation with a integer, so you should make sure that. But you may get sometimes you will get confusion. L into 2, then what happened? L1 into 2, L1 into 2. This time it will perform operation. What operation? In this case, in this case, in this case, asterisk will acts as a what? How it will act? Replication operator. Replication operator. So the list will be replicated given number of integer times. So L1 is what? 10, 20, 30, 40. Then 2 means 2 times the list will be replicated. So you will get output 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, 20, 30, 40. This is the output you will get. This is the output you will get. And the next one, okay, next L1 plus L2. Then what happened? L1 plus L2 here plus will act as a because now you can observe L1 is a list, and L2 is a list. L2 is also list. Then when you try to L1 plus L2, L1 plus L2, then what happened? L2 will be concatenated with L1. So here plus will act as a concatenation. It cannot perform addition like your series. To make sure that very important point, guys, all of you remember, L1 plus L2 also cannot perform addition. It will act like a concatenation. What is that concatenation? You will get output L1 plus L2 means the same output. Two list, no, not same output, sorry. What is the output you will get? L1 is 10, 20, 30, 40, comma. L2 is what? L2, whatever the data we have given, you can observe 10, 10.5 RAM. So 10, observe 10, comma, 10.5, comma, RAM. This is the output you can get. So this is what concatenation between L1 and L2 with respect to addition. If you give multiplication, if you give L1 into L2, then what happens? You will get an error. You will get an error. Let me show you those all the things practically. Observe carefully. L equal to, this is the list, 10 comma, 20 comma, 30 comma, 40. Now you can observe print of L plus 2. Observe carefully. Error. Can only concatenate list with list, not with the integer. Okay. So next same thing. The only change I am doing asterisk into 2. Now you can observe the list is replicated with the list is replicated in 2 times. Now you can observe, I'll give here 3. List is replicated in 3 times. List is replicated in 3 times. So this is what. Now let me declare one more list. L is over L1. L1 equal to heterogeneous list. I am going to creating 10 comma 10.5 comma RAM. Now you can observe. Then print of L plus L1. Observe carefully. L plus L1 concatenation. List 1 is concatenated at the end of the list L. Okay, next print, observe carefully, observe carefully, L multiplied with list 1, list 1 L1, observe, error, cannot multiply sequence non-int of type list. This is the way of, this is the 2 into L, 2 into L, list is replicated twice. Anyhow, L is list only, na? 2 into L. Same thing happened. Nothing will be happen. The list will be replicated twice. Any first is integer or next list, or first is list or next integer. If you use the multiplication, it will act like a replication. Plus also list plus list also concatenation. List plus list, list plus list is a concatenation. List into integer is a replication. Okay, this is the list plus integer error. List into list error. Okay, remember those operations which are very very essential. And the next one is after the, okay, this is what about the listma. Same indexing concept you can use whatever we have used for strings like this. And the next one is tuple. Any doubts about list? Any doubts about list? And the next one is tuple. Same definition. Tuple is also a comma separated unordered data. It allows heterogeneous data elements, but it is a, see, values mutable. For tuple, values mutable, size immutable. Why? Because in tuple, if you want, you can see, and data enclosed in this bracket. And let me create one tuple, t equal to tuple name equal to, and you can use these brackets. Observe 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40. This is my tuple. And if you write can you modify the element? Can you modify the element? Yes, you can modify the element. T of, I think you can modify. T of 0 equal to, T of 0 equal to, otherwise T of 1 equal to 25. Let us see what happened. Will it modify or not? Okay, let me show you. T equal to, observe, it allows homogeneous as well as heterogeneous, don't worry, and data enclosed in curly braces. It follows the same index. And now observe, T of 1 equal to 20.5. Yeah, even values also not modifiable. Values also not possible to modify, so that our assumption is wrong. So everything is immutable only. Everything is immutable only. Tuple is so that you can write blindly. Tuple is a immutable object. Immutable object. It means that it is not possible to add a new element. It is not possible to delete the existing elements, and even it is not possible to modify the existing elements of a tuple. And you can see same operations. Whatever we performed here, that same operations are applicable. If you want, you can cross check once. See, observe. T tuple in tuple plus 2, error. And let me show you tuple into 2, then see what happens. Tuple into 2. See, the same replication, only thing is brackets changed. Okay, like this we can use the tuple. And the last one in the Python sequence is dictionary. Once it is over, then we'll start the class 12 revision. So observe carefully. Dictionary is a mapping type. Dictionary is a mapping type data type. You can say dictionary is a mapping data type. Be careful. Dictionary is a mapping data type. And data added like key colon values. How many number of key colon values you want, that many number of key colon values you can add. Next the next thing is all the keys, all the keys, all the keys must be unique. Okay, you should not repeatedly write the key values. And remember, keys, all the keys must be unique. Next, and the next one is a dictionary is a mutable object. It is a mutable object. And if the key or if the key or values are strings, they should be they should be they should be enclosed in single quotes or double quotes. If the keys or the values or the strings, they should be enclosed in single quotes or double quotes. Must and should be highly recommended. And the last one, data is enclosed with curly braces. This is what about dictionary. And remember how to create the dictionary is DACT. Dictionary name equal to curly brace open. Student number, it is a key 101. It is a integer. No need to enclose in single quotes. Student name, is a key string, it should be, and the name also itself a string, it should be enclosed, comma, marks colons 85. 85 is a number, need not enclose in single quotes. This is the way of creating. Why? Because why keys should be unique is we can access the dictionary values by using keys only. Suppose if you write a dictionary of student name, then what is the output you will get? The student name is a key. Whatever the value corresponding key associated, that will you will get as the output. So the output is Ram. So that's why keys are very important. A key should not be repeated. Suppose one more key you written a student name, then what happened? It will get confusion. Which value should be retrieved for that particular key? So that's why it is highly recommended that all the keys should be unique because these keys are used as a used for retrieving the data. And even if you use this dictionary as a data to the series object, that the keys will return as a index. Remember that. Next one, this is what about a Python sequence. Any doubts? Any doubts? Okay, the next one is the one small topic is there, control flow. Control flow. You can observe control flow. The control flow means execution procedure of a statement. Program execution is in three ways it will do, ma. Three ways we can execute the programs. Three ways we can execute the program. What are the three ways is sequential execution. And the next one is selection. And finally iteration. These are the three ways we can. These are the three ways we can execute the programs. Sequential execution means, for example, see, if you want to understand this, first of all, you should know the statements. Statements in a Python. Types of statements. Types of statements. Types of statements in Python. How many types of statements we have in Python? Three types of statements are there. One is a empty statement, so that you need not worry about this statement. Empty statement. Second one, single or simple statement. And the last one is simple or single statement, and the last one is compound statement. Which is very important. Compound statement. These are the three statements. So empty statement is nothing is there, ma. Single or simple statement means observe. Single or simple statement means any statement you can write, like a equal to 10. It is one simple statement or single statement, and b equal to 20. This is one single statement or simple statement. C equal to a plus b. This is also one single statement, and d equal to input of enter a value, enter a value. This is also one simple or single statement. These all are simple or single statements, so that if you write any program by using only simple or single statements, then that program execution taken place like a sequential execution. What is the meaning of sequential execution? Is program execution starts from first line, then it takes the second line, then it takes the third line, and so on. It will go to the last line until the last line. This is what sequential execution. So the program always execution taken place step by step, step by step. First program, first line, then it will go to the second line, then it will go to the third line like this, and so on. Finally, it will go to the last line. This is the way of sequential execution. By using only these two kind of statements, if you write any program, that program execution takes place as a sequential execution. Then what about this selection? It means that there is no skipping mark. It starts from the first line, and it will go to the second line, it will go to the third line, and so on last line. It will execute each and every line in the program in a sequential order. Then what about selection? If you write selection and iteration are completely different. Here the programmer has some control. If you write a program by using compound statements, then that compound statements will taken place in a different manner. What is the basic structure of compound statement? Is the compound statement syntax like this. Observe header part, colons. Compound statement always end with colon. Whenever colon is there, if you press enter, automatically next line will take the tab space, body part, body part. How many number of lines you want to write as a body part? That many number of lines you can write like this, body part. Same line it should be. Indentation, we can call it as very, very important. Okay, without, if you don't follow the indentation, once this is what? This is the header part and this is the body part. This statement is called a compound statement. This statement is called a compound statement. This compound statements we are using as a, we are using to control the flow of the execution of the program. That's why it is called control flow. What are the control flow statements we have? Is two types of compound statements. One is a selection control flow, and another one is iteration or looping control flow. In selection control flow, we have a if statement, if else statement, if hyphen else statement, next elif statement, and finally else statement. These are the compound statements we have for selection control. Similarly, we have iteration statements. The iteration statements are while, as well as for. These are the iteration statements which we are using as a selection control flow as well as iteration or looping statements. What is the difference between selection control flow and iteration control flow, and how they will execute, their execution will take place, and how the programmer can be able to control the execution of the program, okay, by using this one, by using this flow, and by using this flow we'll discuss in the next class. This is what the today's session. We'll discuss the remaining things in the next class. Any doubts? If you have any doubt, you can raise your hand.